Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Who's going to be the first one to join me? Who's going to be the first great one? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I'm excited to see who's it going to be joining me. Who's it going to be? I miss you guys. I see. Hi, Mom. You're the first one. I don't think you've ever been the first one before. Bryson and Kendall, I miss you. Great ones. Hi, Riley. Hi, Shay. My great ones, I missed you so much. It's been almost a week since I've seen you because I've been gone. Hi, Jaden. Hi, guys. How are you? Hi, Braden. Braden, where are you from? Hi, great one, Braden. Thank you for joining me. Let me get it on my phone so I can see it better. How are you guys? Did you miss me as much as I've missed you? Where is it at? And I think I actually have it this time so we won't hear the sound. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Say hi to me as you guys join me. And I need to pull it on my phone so I can see it better. Where is it? Here it is. And you guys didn't hear it. I told you. I got it. So let's see. See a bunch of people here. Hi, guys. Coco and Alton from Cali. And I just left from Cali. I was in California yesterday. I was in Orange County. What part of California are you guys in? Had a little bit of jet lag coming back because you guys are, 3 hours behind us? Hi. I see Ariana is on here. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back. I'm happy to see you guys tomorrow. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Leela, nice to see you. Who else is on here? I want to make sure that I am not missing anybody. I am going to be reading one of the Rufus books. I know my great ones from last year. I read both Rufus Goes to School and I read Rufus Goes to Sea. So I have a third Rufus book, and I have to say I like this one the best. And when we get towards the end of the book, you'll see why. Thank you for joining me. I miss you too, Janicia. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh no, did that stop my video? It just got me lost on here. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. It was great. I had a great time, and I even told Lisa Nichols about you guys. She did her winners never quit and quitters never win. She actually did it with the motions and everything, and I told her that you guys already knew about it. I put the video on here. I don't know if you guys were able to see it, but I'll show it to you tomorrow. I was really excited. Amira, great one. I miss you. I miss you. Let me look at the time. I missed you guys too. Okay, I am actually, you guys are on the coast by the beach, 4 hours north of Orange County. Okay, so it might be kind of chilly there. But I got my great ones. You know how much I love palm trees, and I took a couple of pictures next to palm trees. I'm going to go ahead and get started though. So as always, when you are reading, you want to use the pictures because the author and the illustrator work just as hard at telling the story. Lots of times people just want to use the words. No, use the pictures. Because the illustrator took lots of time to plan out the pictures to help you to understand the story. I also want you to make predictions because that's going to help you to understand. As you read the book and you make a prediction, which is a really good guess, when I read the book, if your prediction is wrong, no big deal. If your prediction is right, you can confirm it and make another one. There are going to be a couple of places here where I also want you to make connections, because if you can make a connection, that's going to help you to understand the story. You can make a text-to-text connection. Those people who have heard the other Rufus books, you definitely are going to want to make text-to-text connections, and you can analyze the character. Analyze the character means that you know the character traits. I don't want to give it away yet, but Rufus is the same in each of these books. There's a few words that will describe him. So if you've already been with me and seen some of the Rufus books, and you already know that character trait, and you can look forward and you can predict what he's going to go do in this book. And there are going to be a couple of places where you can infer. When you infer, you use clues to make a really good guess. And always visualize. You make a picture in your head. And that's something that you would do if you were reading a chapter book when there aren't any pictures. You make the pictures in your head. You're going to visualize, how is the character feeling? How would I feel if I were in the character's place? what would the character hear? What would the character smell? What does the character's taste if it's a book where you're tasting? Like if I were to say olives, how many of you would visualize a green olive? How many of you visualize the black olive? How many of you visualize a nice taste where you were like, mmm? Or how many of you were that would be like me and would go, oh, yuck, because I don't like olives. That's what you want to do when you read a book. And the first thing that I want you guys to do right now, I want you to visualize your favorite place. If I were to tell you, hey, we're going to go to your favorite place, where do you want to go? What place is it? I want you to visualize it. You see it? And now that you see it, I want you to visualize reading a book about your favorite place. What's the title of your book? Type that in for me. What's the title of your book? You guys know me. I love the Everglades. So the title of my book is A Day in the Everglades. What's the title of your book? I see Great Book Lajo. Hi, Christian. Great one, Christian. Cookout. I want to see a few more. Now that's the name. Would that be the title? Or would the title be a little bit different? I miss you too, Casey. I'll be back tomorrow with lots and lots of hugs. Hey, Nyla, hi. School. That's because I'm your teacher. Disneyland. I was very close to Disneyland. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read Rufus Blasts Off. And you can see here, Rufus has a book. He has a lunchbox. For those of you who have already listened to me read the Rufus books, then you understand this lunchbox. For those of you who have not, either go back and look at my other videos. I have two of them. One is Rufus Goes to School, which is the very first Rufus book. And the sequence or the sequel is Rufus Out to Sea. Either check it out here, check them out at the library, or buy them so you can understand the sequence of these books. Where is he at right here? Where is Rufus? Rufus Blasts Off. Where does it look like he is, guys? Where is he going to blast off to? By Kim T. Griswell, illustrated by Valeri Gorbachev. And this is why I say it'd be really great if you guys go look at the other ones because he's on the ship. Rufus Leroy Williams III had a pirate's chest filled with books. He loved everyone. Anybody here, can you make a connection? Do you have lots of books? And he read each book again and again and again. One day, Captain Willoughby Shins wanted a new story. Arr, said Rufus's pirate mates, a new story. I need some predictions. Since Rufus likes to read, do you predict he's going to read a new story? Thumbs up. Or do you predict he's going to just read the same one? Thumbs down. I see more people joining me. Welcome, welcome, great ones. Thank you. I'm looking for some thumbs. What is he looking at? I should have covered that. What is he looking up at, guys? What do you predict? That night, let me back up so you can see this picture. That night, Rufus climbed to the crow's nest. He watched the moon surf the waves. He watched the stars wheel around the moon. He watched a red planet float far, far above Earth. A red planet. What clues in this part of the book lets you know what the red planet is? Let's see. I'm going to reread it. That night, Rufus climbed to the crow's nest. He watched the moon surf the waves. He watched the stars wheel around the moon. He watched a red planet float far, far above Earth. The red planet is the moon because he's constantly talking about the moon. See lots of thumbs up. Rufus knew just what to do. He would blast into space and find new stories. Oh, so he's not just getting a new book. He's going on an adventure. I guess he's going to create his own stories. Rufus stuffed his gear into his backpack. He grabbed his lunchbox and blanket. What's he going to do, guys? Then he hopped into a skiff and rowed to shore. Good luck, Piglet, shouted Captain Willie Bishins. Skiffed. Then he hopped into a skiff. What do you guys think a skiff is? Is there anything in a picture that would help you with that? Do you think this is a skiff? Well, let me try a boat and see if that works. Then he hopped into a boat and rowed to shore. Yeah, I hear, row, row, row your boat. You know, I always have a song in my head. So he's going. What is he going to shore for? What does he need? What do you predict we're going to see on the next page? Hi from New Jersey. I see some people are confirming predictions. The predictions were right. Blasting off. What's going to be on the next page, guys? What do you predict? Did you predict this? Did you predict that he was going to the Space Center and that there would be a spaceship on the next page? If so, your prediction was correct. If not, oh well. Rufus slogged down the beach to the Space Center. Adults, lots of times when children have tests, they might have a word that they most likely haven't seen, like slogged, and they will be asked to replace it with known words. So, great ones. Would it be, I'm going to reread that, and then you're going to figure out which of the choices would be the correct one. Rufus slogged down the beach to the Space Center. Would it be Rufus walked easily down the beach to the Space Center? Wait, first we got to visualize. Visualize, you're on the beach. And you're walking through the sand, and you have a backpack on, and a lunchbox, and your blanket. You're walking through the sand. Is that something that's easy to do or not? Think about it. Visualize yourself there. Rufus walked easily down the beach to the Space Center. Or Rufus walked difficultly down the beach to the Space Center. Or Rufus walked quickly down the beach to the Space Center. Or Rufus walked silly down the beach to the Space Center. Which one? Which one do you think it is? If you said Rufus walked difficultly down the beach to the Space Center, you would be correct. It's a little bit difficult walking in the sand. If you were running, it would be harder to run in the sand than it would be if you were running on the track. My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, he said, and I am ready to blast off. This is the place, said the guard. The guard drove Rufus to the foot of a tall elevator. Well, I'm going to infer that they're going here. I'm going to infer because I see a car, and I see a road, and I see this tall building. So I'm going to infer that that's where they are. I see difficult. They're in the Space Center, and looks like he's giving her a salute. Who do you guys think she is? And how does she look about seeing Rufus? Does she look happy to see him? How does she look? Is she like, welcome, Rufus? Up they zoomed. The guard rapped on the entry hatch. What does rapped mean? You think that means? Commander Luna, the guard saluted. There's a pig to see you. My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, said Rufus, and I'm ready to blast off. Looking at her face, what does she say to Rufus? What do you predict that she's saying to him? Look at her. No pigs in space, said Commander Luna. Why not? Asked Rufus. If you've read these books before, you already know the pattern and you know what's going to happen next. And if you haven't, then you're going to learn it right now. And when you go back and read the others, you'll be like, oh, yes, I remember. There is a pattern. Now look here. What do you guys think is happening here? All of a sudden, I see Rufus doing this. And I see Rufus doing this. And I see Rufus doing this. And then this. What do you think is going on? The last thing that happened was that Rufus said, the commander says no pigs allowed in space. And Rufus asks, why not? And we go to this. What's happening? Because pigs draw smiley faces on the portholes, said Commander Luna. Is he really doing this? What's happening? They do loop-de-loops in the crew cabin. They hog the juice packets. What's he doing here? And they always want to push the button. Is this really happening? No, she's visualizing. She's like, well, if we bring a pig here, these are the things he's going to do. Do you think Rufus would do this? Thumbs up, yeah, Rufus is going to do those things. Or thumbs down, no, because you think Rufus is independent. Let's think about it and self-reliant. Think about what he was doing on the ship. Was he behaving on the ship? So if that's his character, what would he do these things here? What happened? Where are they? What's going on? He's holding up something. What is he saying to her? Good readers ask questions. What is he saying to her? Rufus frowned. But I brought treats. Commander Luna shook her head. An astronaut needs the right stuff, she said. And that's not it. She marched Rufus back to the elevator. What's Rufus going to do? Is he going to give up? What do you guys think? Is he going to give up right now? I hear the song, I won't give up, I can't give up, I won't give up, no, 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 I won't give up, can't give up, and I think I sang that wrong. You guys help me. Rufus Leroy Williams III really wanted to blast into space, and he knew just what he needed. What did he get, guys? A spacesuit. Oh, let's look at these other people. Why do they have cameras? Why does everyone have a camera here? What do you guys think? I think they all have cameras because they are tourists and they're looking. It's because they're at the Space Center. And I think that they're all looking like, wow, look at all of these spaceships. That's why I think they have it. He's back. He's got his space suit. What about the commander? Is she ready for him? Does he have everything he needs? Look at the pictures. Is she going to say yes this time? Rufus rode the tall elevator to the open hatch. He stepped inside and saluted. My name is Rufus Leroy Williams III, he said, and I am ready to blast off. Who does this remind you of? That went and asked for something on one day and was told no, and the very next day went back, said his name, and asked again. Who is it, guys? Great ones. Who is it? Who is it? I can't wait to see the name. Commander Luna shook her head. No pigs in space, she said. Why not? Asked Rufus. What's going to happen, guys? You saw it. Whenever Rufus asks why not, what does the person he's talking to do? You saw it once in this book. She's visualizing again. Yep, I see it. Les Brown. Yep, you guys got it. Les Brown. Hey, Alani. What does she think Rufus is going to do? Who is this guy? And what is Rufus doing? Use the pictures. And what's Rufus doing down there? What's Rufus doing here? And what is she visualizing Rufus doing there? Because pigs pester the pilot, said the commander. Give me another word for pester. Instead of saying pigs pester the pilot, what could that be? They leave nose prints on the view screens. They forget to put the cap back on the toothpaste. And they always want to push the button. Because pigs bother the pilot. Did you say that? Annoy, distract. Very good, very good. What happened? Oh, I don't want you to see that. What happened? Look at her finger. She's putting them out again. But I have a spacesuit, said Rufus. Still not the right stuff, she said the commander, and she showed Rufus to the elevator. Is he going to give up? I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up. No, no, no. I won't give up, I won't give up, I won't give up. No, no, no. Rufus Leroy Williams III really, really wanted to blast into space, and he knew just what he needed. What is he about to get now? What has he got to get, guys? What is all this discussion about fifth grade? It's such a distraction. Let's try to keep the comments about the book, not a distraction about what grade you're in. Where did he go? What did he do? Looks like he made a banner that says, I love reading. Rufus zipped up the elevator and zapped on the hatch. I think he's excited. If he zipped up, that means he went really, really fast. Commander Luna! Rufus waved his flag. I'm ready! Commander Luna peered out the porthole. Nice flag, she said, but not the right stuff to blast this bird into space. Why not? Asked Rufus. I see somebody saying take off. You ready for it to blast off and go into space? Commander Luna sighed. Everyone sighed. This mission is a no-go. Mission specialist Rita, you guys see the words, was supposed to read a book live from Mars. Children all over the world were going to listen, but she has a cold, and the doctor grounded her. The children will be so disappointed. Can you think of a time when you wanted something and you were disappointed? You can make a connection to these children or how the commander thinks the children will feel. And I can make a connection about when I lost my voice and I thought I wasn't going to be able to read to you guys. What do you think Rufus has? And what do you think Rufus is going to do? Got a big problem. She needs someone to go into space who can read to the children. What do you predict will happen next? No, they won't, said Rufus. And he held up his book. I can read. Specialist Williams, you do have the right stuff, said Commander Luna. So what's about to happen? What's going to happen, guys? Welcome aboard! But be careful not to push any, look, by mistake. He pushed a button, and it says, the launch button. A voice boomed through the cabin. 10, 9, 8. Rufus Leroy Williams III knew his numbers. He started counting down too. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rufus counted. Then he frowned. What comes next? What comes next, guys? Blast off! Shouted Commander Luna. Within seconds, they were high above the clouds. The ship looped around Earth and shot into space. It zoomed past the comet, whipped around the moon. And then slid to a stop in the space station. Why does Rufus have so many books? He's just going up there to read to the children. Why would he have to have that many books, guys? What do you think? Load up for a long journey, said Commander Luna. He's going to be out there a long time. When the ship was loaded, Commander Luna winked at Rufus. Go ahead, Specialist Williams, she said. Push the button. The ship sailed through the starry deep. It was a long, long, long ride. What do you think he's going to ask? Are we there yet? Rufus asked the pilot. Patience, Piglet, said the pilot. Are we there yet? Rufus asked the science officer. Getting closer, said the science officer. I see months there. Are we there yet? Rufus asked Commander Luna. Nap time first, she said. And we'll be on Mars before you know it. Rufus knew about nap time. He grabbed his blanket and a favorite book and snuggled in for a snooze. When Rufus Leroy Williams III woke up, Mars filled the porthole. We're there, he said. Rufus bounced down the steps. He did a back flip, a front flip, and a triple twist with a perfect landing. This reminds me of Daisy, who always talks about the flips that she makes in her morning work. How do you think he feels if he's doing all these flips? How would you feel if you had a chance to go to Mars? Any of you want to do that? Look what he's doing while he's here. He's got his flag or his banner. Rufus Leroy Williams III loved the red planet. He loved windsurfing. He loved six-wheeling. He loved earth gazing. But Rufus loved, what does he love most of all? Reading most of all. Because stories, old and new, are always best when shared with friends. Here are his friends, his pirate friends. And if you go back, Rufus Goes to School, here are his friends from the first books. So you want to make sure you check those out. Rufus Leroy Williams III, reading from Mars. Breaking news, when pigs fly, live worldwide broadcast. And here he is with all his lights around him and someone recording him. And of course, I can make a text-to-self connection because that's how it was for me. I have lights all around me right now so you guys can see me well. And at one point, I had a photographer here recording from in front of me and on the side of me. So I can make a text-to-self connection to that. Did you guys like this book? Now, there have been several people that I've talked to you guys about that were just like Rufus. There was something that they really wanted. They were, what's the word? You gotta be, type it in for me. You gotta be, type it in. Rufus was, you gotta be hungry. Rufus was hungry. He had to go back 2 times before he had the things that he needed so that he could blast off into space. That reminds me of Les Brown. That reminds me of Diana Nyad. It took her 30 years from the first time that she made her attempt to swim from Cuba to Florida when she was in her 20s, all the way until she was in her 50s. 4 additional attempts, 5 total, before she was actually successful at becoming the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark tank. It also reminds me of Roger Bannister, who doctors and scientists had said it is impossible for people to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. And the first time he tried it, he failed, but he tried again. So I hear a song. I don't know if I taught it to my great ones this year. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, again, again. So that's what I want you to do. If there's something that you are hungry for, you got to try again and again and again and again till you get it. Great ones from this year, you already know. There was someone that I wanted to get in contact with, and it took me 17 emails before I got a response because I was hungry. All right, let me look at my time. Oh, it's after 8 o'clock. So quickly, I do this each time. I want you to think of one thing that you are happy about, something that if you've had a bad day, if someone has hurt your feelings, or you're just not feeling good, you can think about that one thing and it will put a smile on your face. And I want you to lock it in. And I want you to think of one thing that you did that you were proud of, one thing that you could look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, I am so proud of you for doing it. And I want you to lock it in your head. So now you've got the thing that you're happy about and the thing that you did that you were proud of. Lock it in, lock it in. Inhale, exhale, smile. You're beautiful. Thank you for joining me today. Do something today and every day that will make someone else smile. And I'll see you guys here again next week. Bye, great ones.